So news is coming out that Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks Jr. has agreed to fight each other, and they agreed to a purse split of 55 and 45, 55% for Chris Eubanks, 45% for Conor Benn. This is a fight that they've been looking towards for a while now, and Conor Benn has always been an option for Chris Eubanks over the years because they were already supposed to fight before the debacle happened with the PEDs and the weight cuts and everything else that was causing a lot of issues. But it stirred the pot a little bit. It caused a lot of. It was actually, when you look back now, it made for more promotion than the fight that was going to happen the first time. So with the fight happening now, and at this time, it'll be actually bigger now than it was before. And Conor Benn is a guy who's definitely trying to make things happen, and he has a lot of options right now. He has Mario Barrios. He's talked to Mario Barrios team, Adrian Bronner. He's been discussed with Devin Haney. He's been discussed with Tank Davis. I mean, he's been discussed with almost every boxer in boxing, if you really think about it. And Chris Eubanks Jr., he's a guy that's 2 weight classes above where Conor Benn is right now. And a lot of people were giving flack for certain reasons over here with Terrence Crawford and Canelo fighting because they felt like a guy going up 2 weight classes was too much, especially for a fight like this. But like I've said before, Chris Eubanks and Conor Benn, that's 2 weight classes apart. And it doesn't really get as much flack for some reason as a fight like Canelo and Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford is more skilled than both of these guys. But I feel like this is a very good fight to be put together because everything that's going on, the back and forth, the beef, the history between these guys, as far as the families, the names, the legacy. A lot of people want to get some get back as far as this situation. A lot of these guys want to sit up here and prove who's the best as far as legacy wise, in their country, domestically. And Ben Shalom has already said that this fight has been discussed, agreed to. And from what I'm hearing now, it's a done deal, basically. All they have to do is announce everything and get the fine lines and everything else cut down. But Conor Benn has already been cleared of his drug testing and everything else. And I know that people are asking about evidence as far as the doping and everything, but I think they're past that already. He's already went through a couple of organizations, and they've he kind of prolonged things because he didn't want to go through with the suspension at first, and now he kind of sat out for a little while and did some things, and they went back and basically cleared him. But it should be a good matchup, man. I think Conor Benn is in a position right now where he'll have a better chance around this time to fight just because Eubanks is 2 years older. We've seen him vulnerable in the Liam Smith fight, and I don't think that slowed down the fight between these guys. I think, like I said, a lot of things have kind of happened and fell in their favor, and it actually works. It says we've done Ben Shalom was speaking, and he said we've done an unbelievable job getting Chris to accept the 55% fee. We've worked wonders. You ask anyone, they can even see it. This isn't even close to a 50-50 fight. So the fact that he's managing to compromise on that is hugely generous from him. I've done my job, and now it's time for them to be sensible. The fact they've already got us down to that shows how well we've done. That fight doesn't get made now. If that fight doesn't get made now, then we know what it is. Ben is now free to box after being cleared of any wrongdoing by the NADP in the anti-doping saga stretching back to 2022 that eventually led to the cancellation of the event. But Hearn and everybody else is just maintaining the same thing as far as what was going on, the licensing. He says Ben has the opportunity to fight Barrios for the WBC world title. The fight fan in me wants to make Ben versus Barrios. If he can become the WBC welterweight champion at the O2 in London, that's legacy defining stuff. But the money is a third or a quarter of a Chris Eubanks Jr. fight. He's been through a lot. He spent a fortune on legal bills and missed opportunities. I believe he will reapply for his British license But it's Conor Benn's decision. It's another situation to get over what has happened. But for me, that would be my preferred option. The British fighter fighting in Britain. I believe it should be under a British board of boxing control license. Should be out for a more lucrative option against Eubanks Jr. Hearn insists 2 dates and venues have emerged as front runners. End of March or early April, given the stadiums available, it will be the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or Wembley Stadium. Those are 2 good options. Very, very good options. Either one would be great. Spurs have scheduled to face Southampton on Saturday, April 5th. Though Saturday of March 22 is available in North London due to the international break, while 29th of March could be available depending on Spurs' involvement in the FA Cup, with the quarterfinals due to take place that weekend. If I was them, I would get what would be for sure. I wouldn't get a maybe or if in this situation, with this fight already being delayed and everything over the years. Just to get it out the way, I would get the best option right now, and I wouldn't put too much energy on anything else. They said this, but this is what they want to do, man. The Ben and Eubanks Jr. promoted a potential fight when meeting inside the ring in Saudi Arabia in October after the latter stopped Zermata. Should be a good fight. I knew this was gonna happen, but it's a long layoff for Conor Benn right now. Long layoff. I mean, he's been out for a while now. I know he's done a couple of things, but Eubanks is a guy who fought more recently, and that helps him even more. To be honest with you, I don't see too many things going on with Conor Benn, and it's kind of surprising, but it is what it is. That should be a good fight, though. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.